Congratulations. God says you will be very happy tonight because He is giving you that one thing. Open this message quickly before 11:57 p.m. If you ignore this, you will miss it. Listen closely, because heaven is leaning in right now. This is not an accident. You were meant to hear this in this exact moment. That one thing you've been crying for, waiting for, praying for, feeling forgotten about, it's coming tonight. God has seen every moment you held on while your world shook, and now He's moving. If you scroll away now, you might miss the very word that unlocks what's been delayed. Don't let your miracle pass you by. Comment Amen if you can feel this word pulling on your heart. You've been standing in the hallway, knocking on a door that felt forever closed. But tonight, God is turning the lock. That one thing, yes, the very thing you begged Him not to forget, is what He's placing into your life. It's not just coincidence. It's divine timing. You've been asking when, and He's saying now. You've been wondering how, and He's saying, watch me. But you must listen to the end, or you'll miss the instruction that holds the key. Let this be your only ask from me. If your heart is already being stirred, if your spirit feels this is for you, like this video once as your way of saying, God, I receive this. You are not hearing this by chance. God's hand is on you, and tonight, before 11:57 p.m., something in your atmosphere is going to shift. You may not see it yet, but you'll feel it. Heaven is releasing the breakthrough, that contract, that answer, that healing, that open door, that one person, that final piece. It's coming. And you are not going to be empty-handed this time. The enemy fought hard to distract you, to delay you, but he failed because God has overruled. You've cried in silence. You've smiled through brokenness. You've kept walking when everything inside you begged to give up. And because of that, God says, I have stored up something for you that cannot be stolen. That one thing is not just a blessing, it is the proof that you were never forsaken. You were always seen, always chosen, always protected. Comment 1111 if you believe this is reaching you right on time. You may have grown tired of hoping. You may have lowered your expectations so you wouldn't be disappointed again. But God says, tonight, I raise your expectation. I restore your faith. I remind you that I am still God. This isn't about luck. This is a divine moment. This is heaven's appointment with your name written on it. What was held back is being released. What you lost is being returned. What you feared would never come is already on the way. There are blessings with your name on them that no one else can claim. This is not a recycled miracle. It is tailor-made for you, because God does not deal in leftovers when it comes to His children. He gives the best. You may feel undeserving, but God sees your endurance as worship. You may feel weak, but He counts your tears as strength. This is your night. The clock is ticking toward 11:57 p.m. and heaven's delivery is right on schedule. Do not underestimate what God can do in one night. He formed creation in 6 days, but in one moment, He parted seas, opened wombs, tore down walls, raised the dead. He has not forgotten how to work wonders. He has not grown silent. He is moving behind the curtain of your life, preparing what your heart has barely had the courage to hope for. You have passed the test of patience. You have passed the test of faith. And tonight, God says, I reward those who didn't let go, even when it made no sense to hold on. That one thing you asked me about in secret, I am answering in public. That one thing the world said was impossible, I am calling finished. That one thing that broke your heart, I will now use to bless it. Some of you have seen everyone else being blessed and wondered if God skipped over you. But He didn't skip you. He was saving the best for last. He wasn't ignoring you. He was setting the stage. Because when this thing comes, it will be undeniably from Him. No one else will be able to take the credit. No one else will be able to say it was them, only God. You may be feeling worn out, but don't go to sleep tonight without thanking Him in advance. Don't let discouragement steal your expectation. This is your moment. Something is about to meet your life that changes everything. And it starts when you choose to believe again. It starts when you declare, God, I trust you even when I don't see it. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are not rejected. You are held. And God is saying, because you did not quit, I will make sure you do not miss this. He is not a man that he should lie. If he said it, he will do it. And if he spoke it, he will bring it to pass. So brace yourself not for another disappointment, but for divine fulfillment. There will be proof. There will be peace. There will be joy where you had heaviness. There will be laughter where you once only cried. There will be rest where you once had sleepless nights. This is not just motivation. This is manifestation. This is the result of your faith, multiplied by God's timing. And that combination is unstoppable. This is your confirmation. This is your turning point. That one thing is already in motion, already assigned to you, already racing toward your life. You're not too late. You're not behind. You're not out of time. God has aligned every second to bring you to this very moment. Watch what happens by 11:57 p.m. Watch what changes when you believe. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You will not end this night the same way you started it. That one thing, the thing you've whispered through tears, the request you thought was maybe too much to ask, is being released. Not tomorrow, not next month, but now. And if you're still here reading this, it's because your spirit recognizes the urgency in God's voice. Do not walk away from this word. Don't dismiss this moment. Something sacred is being handed to you. You didn't imagine it. The heaviness, the delays, the constant feeling of being overlooked, while others walked into blessings you barely had strength to believe for anymore. You saw doors open for others while yours stayed shut. And in all of that, God saw you. He saw how you kept showing up, how you kept loving, how you forgave people who never apologized, how you prayed for others even while you were in pain. And now, He's saying, I am coming through for you. This isn't just a breakthrough, it's your harvest. What you've sown in tears, you're about to reap in joy. Comment 222 if you trust that God is bringing this to you in perfect time. There were nights you laid in silence, asking God if He still remembered you, if He still had plans for you. And the answer is yes, 1,000 times yes. God's plans for you were never cancelled. They were protected. Delayed doesn't mean denied. It means God was building something better than what you would have settled for. And now that thing you've prayed about is finally arriving. Not half full, not broken, not rushed, but complete, whole, and overflowing with peace. Let me speak this as clearly as I can. Your name is on this. This blessing isn't vague. It isn't for someone out there. It's for you. The one who almost gave up. The one who asked God for just one more sign. The one who doesn't feel strong anymore. This word is coming for you like a lifeline. God is sending clarity, healing, restoration, answers. And this is your sign that it is already in progress, even if you can't see it yet. Faith isn't about seeing, it's about trusting the one who sees it all. God says, you have cried for it, worked for it, prayed for it, waited for it, and now you will carry it. The enemy wanted to convince you that your story was stuck, but God was writing a plot twist that would bring you to tears for all the right reasons. Every delay had a purpose. Every disappointment redirected you. Every no from man was a wait from heaven. And now the wait is over. The night is here. The blessing is close. Can you feel it? People may have counted you out, but God never did. He was with you in every lonely moment, every painful goodbye, every silent battle, and He's still with you now. But tonight, you won't just feel His comfort, you'll see His favor. You'll touch the evidence. That one thing you thought was slipping away is being placed into your hands. And it won't come with sorrow. It will come with peace. It will come with joy. It will come with confirmation that leaves you speechless. This is a night of alignment, a night where what heaven has declared starts becoming visible in your life. The weight you've been carrying is being lifted. The fear that's been lingering is losing its grip, and the hope you've been afraid to hold on to is being revived. You are stepping into the kind of moment that changes everything. And it's not hype, it's His promise. He said in His word that those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. And tonight, strength is being returned to you. The strength to dream again, to love again, to hope again, to believe again. Comment 333 to declare your faith that this is the word you've been waiting for. Some of you are about to receive a phone call, a message, a conversation, a sudden open door that shifts everything. Others will feel peace return to places in your heart that have been filled with worry. Some of you will hear an unexpected yes. Others will experience a healing that doctors couldn't explain. Don't limit how God brings it. Just know that He's faithful to deliver it. And when He does, it will be undeniable. You have not been wasting your time. Every quiet sacrifice, every unnoticed act of faith, every moment you chose to trust instead of panic, it has been building this moment. Heaven has kept the record. God has seen every single part. You were not forgotten in the shuffle. You were being prepared in the secret place. And what's coming now isn't just a reward, it's a reminder. A reminder that God always finishes what He starts. When God moves, He doesn't need man's permission. He doesn't need a perfect setup. He doesn't need ideal conditions. All He needs is your surrender. And if you've said, God, I'll trust you no matter what, then congratulations. You've already passed the test. You've unlocked the blessing, and now you will live it. This isn't just another word to lift your spirits. This is heaven placing something in your life that you will look back on and say, that was the night everything changed. It will be that significant. That one thing will bring healing to many other things. It will restore what you thought was broken for good. It will answer questions you thought you'd never stop asking. It will feel like the wait was worth it, the pain had purpose, and the silence was never empty. That one thing you nearly gave up on is the very thing God is breathing life into right now. Do not walk away from this moment. This is sacred. What you're feeling isn't emotion, it's confirmation. You're not reading this by mistake. God has written this night into your story from the beginning. You didn't just survive the valley, you grew in it. Even if you didn't realize it, God was strengthening you in secret. The pain didn't break you. The delay didn't destroy you. And now, the door you've been waiting to walk through is about to open, not just slightly, but fully. God isn't giving you crumbs, He's setting a full table. And every empty place in your life is about to be filled with evidence of His love. Comment 555 if you believe God is about to fill what's been empty. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Some nights you wept quietly, thinking nobody saw you. You felt forgotten, like everyone else was moving ahead while you stayed stuck in place. But God was there, watching, listening, counting every tear like a seed planted in faith. And now, the harvest is coming, the one you didn't think you'd live to see. God has seen your loyalty. Even when your heart was breaking, you didn't stop believing. Even when your hands were trembling, you still lifted them in worship. And because of that, God is about to reward you openly. This is not small. What He's about to do will not be subtle. He's not just going to bless you, He's going to do it in a way that silences every voice that said it would never happen. The ones who laughed, the ones who doubted, the ones who judged your process, they will witness your promise. And not for your pride, but so they too will know what the hand of the Lord looks like. He is turning your waiting into a witness. He is turning your mourning into testimony. You've grown in ways that no one else can see. While others looked at your outside, God was working on your inside. He was building faith, teaching you endurance, preparing your heart so you would be ready when the blessing came. Because the truth is, what's coming is too big for the old version of you to carry. So He had to stretch you, and though it hurt, now you're ready. Some of the things that were withheld weren't punishment, they were protection. God knew what you didn't. He kept certain things from reaching you because they would have distracted you from the one thing that truly mattered. And now that your heart is aligned, now that your hands are open for the right thing, He's saying, I can trust you with this now. Comment 777 if you know God has been preparing you all along. You are standing at the edge of a moment that changes everything. And I don't say that lightly. You've been waiting so long that it's hard to even believe this could really happen. But deep down something is stirring. A small, steady hope is rising again. That's faith. That's your spirit recognizing that what you've carried in prayer is about to manifest in life. God is not teasing you with promises. He is fulfilling them. This isn't the kind of blessing that fades in a few days. This is a life-altering shift. That one thing, whether it's a healing, a relationship, a breakthrough, an answer, or even peace, is going to fall into place in a way that only God could have designed. And when it does, it will feel like everything that came before it suddenly makes sense. God doesn't forget His children. He doesn't lose track of their prayers. He collects them, stores them, holds them until the appointed time. And tonight is your appointed time. Before 11:57 p.m., something in your atmosphere is going to move. It might come in the form of news. It might come in the form of release from something you've been stuck in. It might even come in quiet peace that tells you everything is about to be all right. But it will come. And when it does, you'll look back and realize that every second you waited, every tear you cried, every moment you chose not to give up, it all brought you to this. You didn't miss it. You didn't mess it up. God still came through. This is your answered prayer. Not the way you pictured it, but better. Not rushed, not broken, but whole and full and undeniable. He is the God who sees, the God who knows, the God who steps into impossible places and brings impossible answers. The one who split seas, moved mountains, calmed storms, and now He's moving in your life. If you've been in a dry season, get ready. The rain is coming. If you've been in a silent season, prepare your ears. God is about to speak. If you've felt stuck, start preparing your bags. He's making a way. The shift will happen suddenly, but you'll know it's Him, because only God moves this way. Only God restores this deeply. Only God rewards this generously. You are not late. You are right on time. And the blessing is right on time for you. Stand firm. Keep your heart open. Be still and know that He is God. Let His peace lead you. Let his voice guide you. Don't rush. Don't panic. Just receive. This isn't a delay anymore. This is the delivery. This is the moment you've been sensing deep in your spirit, the one you dared to believe was coming even when there was no sign. It's here. It's now. It's yours. You haven't been wrong to hope. You haven't been foolish to trust. Even when others told you it was time to give up, God was whispering, "Hold on just a little longer." You listened. You stayed. You believed through the storm. And now heaven is honoring your endurance. The Lord says, "I am not only answering you, I am lifting you." You thought the blessing would be the gift, but what's coming is more than just a gift. It's healing for the wounds you didn't tell anyone about. It's restoration for the years you lost. It's clarity for the confusion you lived through. Comment 999 if you believe this is the moment you were born for. The shift won't just happen around you, it will happen in you. You'll begin to feel lighter, freer, more certain. The weight will break, the fear will fall. The heaviness you got used to carrying will finally lift, and you'll wonder how you lived with it for so long. That's what God does. He doesn't just bless. He transforms. You will no longer be defined by what hurt you, who left you, or what didn't work out. You will be defined by what God brings into your life now. And what He's bringing will leave no doubt that you were never forgotten. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This isn't about material things. This is about fulfillment. About peace that doesn't shake. About purpose that won't fade. You've prayed for something real, and God is answering with more than you imagined. It will settle things in your heart. It will redeem the time you thought was wasted. It will silence the voices that told you it was too late. Because it's not too late. It's right on time. And so are you. Tonight is not just another night. It's the divine moment God set aside for you long ago. This exact date, this exact hour, you've stepped into something written before you even knew how to pray for it. And the Spirit of God is hovering close, pouring peace into your room, into your mind, into your spirit. You can feel it if you're still. That quiet shift, that whisper, "I'm here. I'm doing it now." You didn't need to chase it. You didn't need to beg for it. You just needed to believe. And even when your faith was fragile, God held it together. Even when you wavered, He stayed constant. Because He isn't basing this blessing on how strong you were, He's doing it because He is faithful. And He never forgets what He promised. Comment 1010 if you feel God's presence right now confirming this word to you. There is a sacred beauty in your story that only heaven could design. No part of your past will be wasted, not the heartbreak, not the delays, not the closed doors. All of it is being woven into something greater. And when you look back, you'll say, "If I had received that thing earlier, I wouldn't have been ready." But you're ready now, not because you're perfect, but because you're willing. Because you've been molded, you've been purified, you've been made new in the fire of trials. What you're about to step into isn't temporary. It's not the kind of blessing that fades in a few days. It will last, it will grow, it will multiply, and you'll find yourself giving God the glory in every step because you'll know no one could have done this but Him. You won't need to explain yourself. The blessing will speak for you. The change will speak for you. The peace on your life will speak for you. This is not the end of your story. It's the chapter where everything turns around. The enemies that thought you were finished are about to see God lift you. The people who thought you would never recover are about to see you walk in purpose, not just surviving but thriving, not just hoping, but receiving. God says, "This is the hour where I place honor, where you were once humiliated. This is the hour where I lift what was broken." Some things had to fall apart so that the right things could fall together. You lost people, jobs, opportunities, and you thought you were being punished. But the truth is, you were being protected, because what God is bringing into your life now won't require you to shrink, settle, or suffer. It will fit you. It will bring you closer to Him, not further away. It will grow your spirit, not drain your soul. God has watched you fight battles no one saw. He's heard the prayers you didn't even have words for. He's seen you walk by faith with nothing but tears and trust. And now He is saying, it's your turn. Not just for a small moment of joy, but for a season of fulfillment. Not just for a temporary relief, but for lasting renewal. What's being released tonight will not be taken back. It's sealed. It's done. Tonight, let your spirit rest. Let go of the worry that says, "What if it never happens?" It is happening. Right now. Even if you can't see it yet, even if the natural looks unchanged, God is moving in the unseen. And soon, what was once invisible will be undeniable. That one thing, the promise, the answer, the open door is arriving. Your name is on it, and no one else can claim it. And now that it's there, now that you've learned how to stand even when nothing around you moved, He's stepping in. That one thing you've been waiting on is about to meet you face to face. And when it does, your soul will recognize it immediately, because it's not just what you wanted, it's what you were made for. This is personal. Heaven's not just sending you a gift. Heaven is sending you proof. Proof that you are not forgotten. Proof that God's word doesn't return empty. Proof that every sacrifice, every surrender, every lonely night wasn't in vain. That one thing you kept in your spirit, even when you felt like giving up, is the very thing God is making happen now. He's not teasing you. He's not dangling it in front of you only to snatch it away. He's delivering what was promised, and this time, it will stay. Comment 1212 if you know deep in your heart that God is doing this just for you. Let's make something clear. You're not being blessed just because you asked. You're being blessed because you didn't give up when you didn't get an answer. You're being honored because you held on even when hope felt heavy. You kept walking, even if you limped the whole way. And tonight God says, that's enough. I've seen enough. I've waited long enough. It's time. Time to restore you. Time to favor you. Time to give you what only I can give. It's not random that you're still here, still breathing, still holding on to faith. The enemy tried to wear you down, to convince you that maybe this just wasn't meant for you. But God is proving him wrong. The very area where you were attacked the most is the area where God is now preparing to bless you the biggest. Where you were resisted, you will now be rewarded. Where you were wounded, you will now be healed. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. This one thing is going to unlock peace in so many other places. God doesn't just give halfway blessings, He brings things full circle. This won't be an answer that brings more confusion. This won't be an open door that feels heavy. It will be light. It will feel right. It will carry the weight of God's peace, not pressure. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. It will come naturally, because it's His doing. You've been through too much not to see what was promised. God didn't bring you this far to leave you standing outside the door. He is not cruel. He is not careless. He is kind. He is intentional. He has preserved this one thing just for you. Others may have received theirs before you, but your turn was never denied. It was reserved. Comment 1515 if you believe your reserved blessing is being released now. Let this sink in. Every single detail of your journey has been preparing you for this moment. That heartbreak taught you how to listen to God's voice. That delay taught you how to lean on His word. That closed door taught you how to trust His timing. And now, He's taking all of that and turning it into something that will make sense. You didn't go through all of this for nothing. You are not empty. You are not behind. You are being positioned for something you couldn't have handled any sooner than now. There's a reason why you couldn't fit in certain places anymore. Why some people pulled away. Why some plans fell through. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. God was freeing space in your life so that this one thing could enter without competition. You thought you were losing, but you were really being cleared for what's coming. And now, your hands are ready. Your heart is ready. Your spirit is ready. Don't second-guess this. Don't shrink back into old fears. God didn't bring you this word to play with your emotions. He's speaking clearly, because this moment is holy. Something is being sealed over your life tonight. That one thing will change how you see yourself. It will confirm everything you quietly believed about who God is. It will remind you that miracles still happen, that prayers still work, that heaven still moves for those who trust. You'll know it's God because it won't just bless you, it'll bring Him glory. You'll know it's from Him because it will restore your joy. You won't have to convince anyone it's real. You won't have to fight to keep it. The same God who brings it will help you carry it. And in that moment, you'll know that all of this, the waiting, the growing, the staying, was worth it. You are entering a new atmosphere now, a place where peace is louder than panic, where God's favor outweighs every fear, where answers don't just come, they overflow. This isn't the end of your story, it's the proof that the author has turned the page. You don't need to worry about how or when it comes. It's coming because God said so. It's happening because heaven has moved on your behalf. That one thing, the one you almost stopped praying about, it's already in motion, and this is the confirmation your heart needed. God is not just comforting you tonight, He's preparing you to receive. It's important that you don't dismiss this moment as just another passing thought. This isn't a feel-good moment, this is a holy one. The kind where heaven is literally pressing in close and whispering, "You're next." After all the storms, all the silence, all the waiting in the dark, your light is about to break forth. You will see it. You will hold it. And you'll know beyond doubt that it came from the Lord. This is more than a shift in your situation, it's a shift in your spirit. The weight is being lifted. The atmosphere is changing. The delay is breaking. Comment 1717 if you're ready to receive with open hands and a believing heart. You don't need to be perfect to receive what God has for you. You just need to be surrendered. And that's what you've been. Even when you didn't have the words, your tears prayed for you. Even when you were tired of believing, your heart still chose Him. That was enough. That's what God saw. That's what He's responding to now. You don't have to earn this. It's already yours. You just have to stay in position. Stay grateful. Stay expectant. The enemy tried to wear you out before the miracle could reach you. He tried to drain your hope, distract your focus, get you to walk away just before it arrived. But you're still here. And that alone is proof that grace has been keeping you. You didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You were just being preserved. What's coming now will make up for what you lost. What's arriving will heal what you couldn't fix. God is doing what no person could. This one thing is about to make sense of everything else. The moments that felt wasted, the relationships that didn't last, the long nights where you questioned if you even had a future, it's all about to be redeemed. This blessing won't be rushed. It won't be unstable. It will carry the kind of peace that tells your soul, this is it. God doesn't do sloppy miracles. He does perfect ones. And this one has been formed in his hands just for you. You've watched other people be blessed and wondered if you were doing something wrong. You weren't. Their season came, and now yours is here. You haven't been left behind. You've been covered. God didn't forget you. He was saving the best wine for last, like he did at the wedding in Cana. Others may have received their blessing quickly, but yours will be unforgettable. It'll be the kind of testimony that makes people say, "Only God could have done that." Comment, "Amen," to affirm that this word is for you and your household. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Heaven is not quiet tonight. Angels are already on assignment. The things that were held up in spiritual places are now being released. Your prayers didn't disappear, they built up. And now, the answer is falling like rain on dry ground. Don't let the weight make you cynical. Don't let the delays poison your heart. God is not slow, he is precise, and he's about to prove that his timing was always working in your favor. The chains are breaking quietly. The door is unlocking in the background. The pieces are falling into place. And soon, your eyes will see what your heart has been carrying all this time. You will look at what God delivers and realize that no human hand could have crafted it so perfectly. It will come wrapped in peace. It will come sealed with purpose, and it will carry your name. This is your moment. Not in a vague someday kind of way, but right now, this very night. Before the hour strikes 11:57 p.m., something will shift. You may receive a call. You may get a message. You may wake up to clarity you never had before. Or maybe, the peace of God will settle in your soul in such a deep way that you just know it's already done. Whatever it looks like, believe this: the shift will be real. God is not looking at your past when he decides your future. He's looking at your faith. And even if all you have left is a tiny bit of faith, that's all he needs. He said faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. And tonight, mountains are moving. Quietly, silently, but powerfully. They are moving out of your way so that what God promised can finally reach you. You won't need to force anything in this next season. You won't need to convince anyone to believe in you. The blessing will be clear, the favor will be visible, and the breakthrough will be permanent. This isn't temporary encouragement. This is a turning point, a spiritual marker, a night you'll look back on and say, "That's when everything started changing." God is faithful to complete every good work he begins. And he began something in you long before anyone noticed, long before you had the words for what you were carrying. But he's always seen it, he's always nurtured it, and now he's revealing it. God isn't waiting any longer. That one thing you almost gave up on is about to knock on your door. You won't have to chase it, you won't have to convince anyone, you'll just receive it, because the time has come, and the promise is ready. You've watched seasons pass, doors close, people walk away, and prayers seem to float into silence. But even then, you stayed. You stayed with your heart open. You stayed when others gave up. You kept believing when everything in you was tired. That kind of faith doesn't go unnoticed. God saw every ounce of it, and he has been storing your blessing for the right moment. Not just so you could have it, but so you would understand it. So that when it arrives, you'll carry it with gratitude, not fear. Comment 333 to declare your faith is still alive and ready to receive. There's been a shift in the unseen realm. What was being resisted is now being released. What was blocked is now being cleared. What was being prepared is now ready. And you are being ushered into alignment with it. God is saying, you will not miss this, you will not lose this, you will not ruin this. His hand is steadying you even now, keeping your heart from panicking as the blessing approaches. You don't have to be perfect to receive it, you just have to remain in position. This isn't a partial answer, this isn't a halfway breakthrough. This is the fulfillment of what you prayed about when you were crying in your room, asking God if He even heard you. He heard every word, even the ones you couldn't say out loud. And now, He is responding. The response is not empty. It's complete, it's rich, it's full of peace, and it carries no sorrow with it. You won't have to question if this is it. You'll know, because God's presence will go before it. It will be wrapped in clarity, not confusion. It will be surrounded by favor, not fear. It will feel like a deep exhale after years of holding your breath, the kind of relief only God can bring. And when it comes, everything inside you will say, "This is what I was waiting for. This is the moment I never stopped believing would come. This is your hour. Not someone else's, not someday in the distance. Now, tonight." The timing is specific, because heaven has set it apart. And if you miss it, it won't be because God was late. It will be because you let fear drown out faith. But you haven't come this far just to turn back. You haven't held on this long just to let go now. You are right where you need to be. And God is saying, stay with me. We're almost there. Comment 222 if you trust that God is closer than He's ever been. Everything that once seemed like rejection will suddenly look like redirection. The doors that didn't open were God's way of keeping you for something better. And now, that better is coming. It's not delayed anymore. It's not stuck. It's moving straight toward you. Heaven is not silent anymore. The silence was God working quietly behind the scenes. But now, the curtain is lifting. You're about to see what He's been preparing all this time. You will not enter this new season with the same weight. God is peeling it off of you. He is removing the old burdens that were never yours to carry. The shame, the regret, the fear, it's all breaking. He's doing it gently, lovingly, with the hands of a father who knows exactly what you need. And what you need is already coming. That one thing is the beginning of something bigger than you thought. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You won't have to force anything. You won't have to question your worth. This blessing will fit. It will align. It will meet you in peace. Because God isn't just giving you what you asked for. He's giving you what your heart didn't know how to ask for. He's giving you better, not just what you wanted, but what you needed. And it's coming without confusion, without drama, without chaos. Just grace. Some of you are about to walk into moments you only dreamed about, open doors you never knocked on, opportunities you thought were for someone else. But God is reminding you that you are His child, chosen, called, covered, and everything He gives to you will reflect that. No more begging for crumbs. No more settling for less. What's coming is worthy of the price you paid in patience, in silence, in tears. Let this moment stretch your faith. Let it widen your vision. Stop bracing for disappointment. Start preparing for fulfillment. Lay down your doubts. Lift up your head. This is not the end. It's the beginning of everything that God whispered in your spirit during the nights you almost quit. And now He's saying, I didn't bring you through all of that to leave you empty. That one thing you've been praying for, crying for, holding on to in silence, it's finally about to arrive. Not later. Not someday. Tonight. You were never forsaken. Not even once. Even in the silence, He was working. Even when you didn't feel him, he was closer than your breath. And every delay, every unanswered prayer, every detour you didn't understand, it all led here, to this moment, to this divine release. That one thing isn't just a blessing, it's a promise kept. God's promise. And he never breaks his word. Comment Amen if you believe this is the fulfillment of what you've been holding on to. You've wondered if your waiting was a waste. You've asked God, was it really you speaking to me? Yes, it was. Every gentle nudge to keep going. Every moment when you felt peace for no reason. Every time your heart held on while your mind was full of doubt, that was God speaking, leading, keeping, and now confirming. You didn't mishear him. You didn't imagine it. The wait wasn't for nothing. It was for this. This moment isn't the finish line, it's the turning point. You're crossing over from hoping to having, from wondering to witnessing. And it will not be small. It will not be something you can hide. This blessing will shine in a way that only God can take credit for. You won't be able to explain it, but you won't need to. Because peace will speak louder than your words. Joy will speak louder than your past. And God's presence will speak louder than any doubt. Let this be the season where you finally breathe without fear. You've lived for so long in survival mode that you forgot what it feels like to just rest in God's goodness. But that's what this blessing is going to do. It's going to calm your mind, heal your heart, strengthen your soul. Because this isn't just a gift, it's restoration. God is giving you back what the enemy tried to steal, plus more. Comment 1111 if you know this is your season of restoration and peace. You're not crazy for still believing. You're not foolish for having hope. It takes courage to keep praying when everything around you tells you to give up, and you've done that. You've had the courage to trust even when nothing was changing. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of faith opens doors no one can shut. And that's why the one thing you've been holding out for is coming now, not because of your strength, but because of your surrender. This isn't about timing. It's about trust. God waited to give you this so you'd know who brought it, so you wouldn't rely on people, connections, or timing, only him. That's why it's taken this long. Not because you weren't ready, but because he wanted it to be undeniable that it was him. So when it arrives, your only response will be worship. People may not understand why this blessing means so much to you, but that's because they didn't see the battles behind your smile. They didn't hear the prayers whispered between sobs, but God did, and he remembers. Not one tear was wasted. Not one late night went unnoticed. Heaven has kept record. And now, the time has come to reward you. You won't have to ask, is this it? You'll know, because it will carry peace. It will fit perfectly into your life. It won't bring anxiety. It won't come with confusion. It will confirm every word you received in secret. It will match what God has been preparing you for all along. You won't feel like you're forcing it. You'll feel like you've come home. This one thing is going to unlock many things. Don't think of it as one answer to one prayer. It's bigger than that. It's the key that opens multiple doors. Once you receive it, you'll watch other things fall into place, things you weren't even focused on. That's how God works. He does more than you ask, more than you imagine. And it's all coming, starting with this. This is your turning point, your midnight hour, the moment where things finally break in your favor, where heaven and earth agree, where what you've carried in your heart becomes real in your hands. You don't need to chase it. Just stay still. Stay believing. Stay ready. It's coming to you. It's finding you. And it won't be late. God hasn't changed his mind about you. He hasn't moved on to someone else. He is faithful. And if he promised it, he will finish it. This isn't a maybe. This isn't a chance. This is a certainty. This is the appointed time, and everything is aligning now for that one thing to be fulfilled. That one thing your heart has longed for, the thing you've laid at his feet over and over, is no longer a distant hope. It's here. You can't see it with your eyes yet, but your spirit feels it. That's not wishful thinking, it's confirmation. And if you listen with your heart, you'll hear heaven saying, "It's time." What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. The shift didn't begin tonight, it began the moment you said yes to God, even when everything in your life screamed no. You agreed to keep walking even when you were limping. You trusted Him with tears running down your face. And that's what heaven honors. Not perfection, not flawless faith, but the kind of obedience that says, even if I don't understand it, I'll still believe. Because of that, the blessing that's been forming behind the scenes is now being released. You've moved from waiting to receiving. Comment 555 if you believe you're stepping into the blessing you didn't give up on. This one thing won't just meet a need, it'll heal a wound. God doesn't just answer prayers. He restores hearts. And what's coming your way is wrapped in more than provision. It's wrapped in love. It's wrapped in gentleness. It's wrapped in clarity that tells your soul, this was always meant for you. It will be so personal, so perfect, that you'll know it didn't come from anyone else but God. And you'll understand why the waiting had to last as long as it did. If it had come earlier, you would have settled. You would have accepted less than God's best. But He wanted you to have the blessing and the maturity to hold it. Now you're ready. Not just to receive it, but to thrive in it, to protect it, to honor it. That's why it had to take time. You'll start seeing signs of it in ways that feel almost surreal. The conversation you weren't expecting, the email that shows up out of nowhere, the opportunity you didn't go looking for. These are not coincidences. They are answers. God has heard your cry, and now He's moving swiftly and silently to bring everything into place. Comment 777 if you know that what God is doing can't be stopped. There is nothing you've lost that God cannot restore. Nothing you've missed that He cannot redeem. That's what this one thing is. It's restoration in motion. You'll feel it in your soul first. A calmness, a lightness. That heaviness you've carried will lift without warning. It won't make sense at first. But that's how God works. He gives peace before He gives the proof. He lets your heart feel free before your eyes even see why you are chosen. Covered, protected. Not one weapon formed against you succeeded. It may have wounded you, but it didn't win. And because you kept walking, because you kept praying even when your voice shook, God says, now I reward you. Not in secret, not in silence, but openly. The same places where you were shamed, doubted and questioned, those will become the places of your greatest testimony. This blessing is not meant to just improve your life, it's meant to lift you, to change your atmosphere, to bring joy that doesn't fade after a day. You've seen glimpses before, but this time is different. This is sustained, secure, supernatural. It has God's fingerprints all over it. You'll feel the shift not just in your circumstances, but in your thoughts. You'll dream again, smile again, sleep without fear again. People won't understand how it happened so fast, but you'll know it didn't happen overnight. It was years of preparation, years of trusting, years of holding on to hope when it would have been easier to quit. And now, the blessing has caught up to your obedience. The promise is catching up to your patience, and nothing can stop what God has already released. The beauty of this moment is that it's not just for now, it's the start of something lasting. What you're about to walk into won't just affect you, It'll overflow into your family, your friendships, your future. God is doing something that will outlive the season you're in. That's why it's taken time. That's why it had to be done right. You won't need to explain yourself in this season. The blessing will speak for you. The peace on your life will silence every doubter. And the joy you carry will shine brighter than any pain from the past. This one thing will be a reminder that God always comes through. Not always quickly, but always perfectly. Heaven is aligning everything. There is movement even in places you cannot see. And though it may feel quiet around you, spiritually everything is shifting. The door is unlocking. The answer is arriving. The promise is unfolding. Don't rush. Don't panic. Just stay available. Stay expecting, because God is not finished blessing you. You don't need to fight for this blessing. You already won the battle by not giving up. You already overcame by trusting Him, even when you didn't feel Him. God isn't asking you to earn this miracle. He's asking you to receive it. With open hands, with a soft heart, with a faith that doesn't have to see everything to believe. He's working because He is, and it's closer than you think. Comment 999 if you believe the release is already in motion. There's a reason you felt the pressure increase lately. A reason things felt heavier, more confusing, more exhausting. It wasn't punishment, it was birth. You've been in labor spiritually, carrying the weight of a promise that's ready to be delivered. And just like in the final moments before a birth, things feel most intense right before the release. That's where you are now. Don't misread the pressure. It means you're closer than ever. You're not crazy for holding on. You're not weak for feeling tired. You're human, and you've been faithful. That's all God needed. Your faith didn't have to be loud, it just had to survive. And it did. Even if all you had left was a whisper, even if all you could do was stand still while everything shook around you, you didn't walk away. And because of that, heaven is opening now. The blessing is being handed to you. This one thing will confirm what your heart knew all along, that God really was working the entire time. That His silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation. His delay wasn't denial, it was divine timing. And now that the time has come, everything is moving at once. Doors are opening, blockages are clearing. What was stuck is flowing. What was broken is being restored. Comment Amen if you know this promise is finding you now, not later. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You won't be confused when it arrives. You'll feel peace like never before. You'll stop wondering, is this it? And start saying, this is what I waited for. God doesn't send half blessings. He doesn't deal in almosts. When He fulfills, He does it completely. And what He's bringing won't just meet your need, it will exceed it. It'll reach places in you that you didn't even know were hurting. It'll restore things in you that you forgot you lost. The pressure is breaking. The waiting is ending. You've crossed into the season of proof. This one thing will be the evidence that God never took His eyes off you. That even when nothing was happening in the natural, everything was happening in the spirit. You've been walking in faith. Now you're about to walk in fulfillment. This isn't a reward for being perfect, it's the result of being faithful. Even when you felt afraid, even when you doubted yourself, even when the enemy told you to stop hoping, you kept believing. That's the kind of faith that moves mountains. That's the kind of trust God responds to. And He is responding now. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to receive what's been reserved for you. The wait wasn't wasted, it was building your strength, your character, your faith. And now, All of that is coming together for this one thing to finally land in your life without delay or disruption. When it happens, don't be surprised if emotions come out of nowhere. You'll remember all the times you questioned if God was listening, all the nights you went to bed heavy and woke up feeling empty. And it'll hit you. He was there the whole time, every step, every breath, every breaking moment. He was there, holding the blessing until you were ready to carry it. And now you are. You'll begin to notice things fall away without effort. Relationships that drained you will end quietly. Worries that haunted you will lose their power. You won't feel the need to control everything anymore. Because when this one thing shows up, it will remind you who is truly in charge. And you'll feel safe in his hands again. You won't lose it. You won't break it. This isn't like before. You've grown. You've changed. You've been through enough to know how to protect what's sacred. And God knows that. That's why he waited until now to release it. So breathe. Let go of the panic. Stop expecting disappointment. What's coming is not another lesson, it's the breakthrough. It's the reward. It's the moment you've been fasting for, praying for, crying for. It's not coming through people who doubted you. It's not coming from the systems that failed you. It's coming straight from the hand of God.